May's edition of Bombshell of the Month, brought to you by Bombshells.com. Today we're going to be interviewing Miss Marcy about her experiences in the field, good and bad, and a little bit about her side projects for Fringe Festival. So, Marcy, hello, baby. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about where you're from, how long you've been in Florida, what got you into modeling, all that kind of stuff.
Sure. I'm originally from Chicago, and I moved to Orlando about 8 years ago. And let's see, what got me into modeling? I've only just I don't really do it like professionally. I just sort of do it for fun and whatever. But I first started doing a little bit of that in college, and just did all kinds of just random modeling, crazy stuff, pin-up stuff, whatever. And really, then I didn't do much of it until I met Kristen and started doing things with her, and then I got more interested in it again.
Okay. What was your first shoot like? Were you nervous? Were you scared?
Yeah. Well, my very first shoot ever was a pin-up shoot, and I really didn't know what I was doing. I had hardly even seen any pin-up art. It's just a friend of mine was like, "Oh, you'd be perfect for this. You kind of look like Betty Page." So I had no idea who Betty Page was, and which I'm really embarrassed to admit. But so it was like it was a guy, and we're just like friends, whatever. But he's like, "Oh, you should pose like this. You should pose like that." And it was ridiculous and hilarious because he was this big hairy guy who didn't look anything like Betty Page, and he kept like demonstrating the poses, so it was like the funniest thing in the whole world. I was like laughing the entire time. So yeah.
Have you ever had a bad experience with photo shoot? Any uncomfortable or embarrassing or anything like that?
Sorry, my cat is making me laugh. Not really. I mean, I'm trying to think, there really hasn't been, that first shoot was uncomfortable just because, I didn't know what I was doing, and, some of the poses, like, I realize now are pretty typical pin-up poses, but at the time I thought, this is ridiculous, like, I feel stupid doing this, and whatever, so it was just silly, but I wouldn't say, like, I haven't had any bad experiences, luckily.
That's good, yeah, those pin-up poses, when you're doing them for the first time, it seems so extreme, it just seems like such unnatural poses, but then when you get the pictures back, they end up looking beautiful. So that's definitely a hard thing to get used to. It's okay. Right. Okay, we're having an interview with Marcy and Punch today. What has been your favorite shoot so far?
My favorite shoot was actually one you were at with Kristen on the beach, and that was just so much fun, and it was just so silly, and just the whole, we had the picnic, and we had plastic fake ants that we ran away from, and just stuff like that. That was my favorite. It was so much fun, and we just were laughing so much. It was just like, just a good time.
Yeah, that was a fun shoot. Do you have any advice for someone getting in front of the camera for the first time? It's hard when it's for the first time, but you try to relax and try to have fun with it, and and try to bring like your own ideas to it. Like if you have ideas about poses or something fun you want to try, don't be afraid to speak up, because I know that there have been times when I'm shooting with photographers I don't know very well. I feel intimidated. And I think, I've got some great ideas, but are they gonna be like, who is this girl, like, thinking she knows what to do? And, just relax, and don't be afraid to bring something to the table. Do you have any upcoming shoots that we can look forward to? Actually,
yes, I have one later this week with Kristen. We're doing a film noir photo shoot where, I'm actually writing a story for it and a character that I'll be playing. It's sort of combining acting and modeling, and it's going to be sort of like classic Hollywood, sort of Alfred Hitchcock. I think it's going to be all black and white. Very dark lighting and stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah.
And what a great segue, because speaking of acting, I know that you have some involvement with Fringe Fest this year. Would you like to tell me all about it?
Sure, absolutely. I have written the play
that I'm also producing and acting in for the Fringe Festival that will be coming up later this month in Lock Haven Park in downtown Orlando. And my play is called Ironhead, Quest for the Ring of the Dark Evil Lord of Evil Darkness. It is a comedy about a group of people who play Dungeons and Dragons, and they, through a crazy accident, they get transported into their fantasy universe and they become their characters. And then they have to fight various monsters and villains and try to find their way back to the real world.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm excited about seeing it. Really, I know that you have your dates and everything online. And
yes.
Is it on the Fringe Fest website as well?
Yeah, the Fringe Festival website. It's orlandofringe.org. And tickets are already on sale, online only. But yeah, and the festival starts May 20th. And it is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a crazy show.
Yeah.
Oh, but it is for mature audiences only. I should mention.
Thank you for the warning.
Yes.
So what got you into Fringe? It just seems like to do all of that within a year seems like a huge feat. To write a play, direct it, get all your costumes together and everything like that.
Well,
have you been involved in Fringe in past years?
Yeah, this is actually my 7th year involved with the Fringe Festival, and theater in general I've been doing my whole life, but the festival I got involved shortly after we moved to Orlando, just because it's such a fun time, and it's, if you have a play that you've written or whatever, it's a good chance to get your work out there. If you're an unknown writer like me, not just any theater in town will produce my work, but the Fringe Festival you can produce your own work for a relatively small amount of money. But it is a lot of work. I've been working on it for almost a year, and from writing it to I was going to direct it. Actually, I'm not directing it now. Somebody else is directing it. But yeah, I am acting in it, and it helps with the costuming a little bit, and it's just been a crazy process. But it is the Fringe Festival is an amazing event, and it's just, if you're into the arts at all, it's a really fun thing to be part of.
Yeah, okay. I've gone a couple years, and it's just always a
yeah.
blast. It's fun to see everybody work and all the local talent that we have here.
Yeah.
Orlando, unfortunately, in the past hasn't had a huge, not a lot of people knew about all of the talent that we have in Fringe Festival. Definitely helps bring that to the forefront a lot.
Yeah.
With both writers and actors. There are some really great plays that are in Fringe.
Yeah, that's true.
Where would people be able to see more of your portfolio or more of your work? Do you have a Model Mayhem? Do you have?
I'm not on Model Mayhem, but I am on Pinup Lifestyle, and I'm on Facebook, of course, and I believe there's several pictures from Kristen's website.
Yes, there are. Well, you're on all of her advertising.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Business card, right, in her advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're just all over the Bombshells. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good. Do you have anything else that you wanted to add?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Thank you so much, Marcy, for having us here and allowing us to spend a little bit of time with you and learn more about you and your modeling and your Fringe involvement and meeting your lovely little Katie. Just being a ham. That's so funny. As soon as the camera started rolling, she's like...
She loves attention, as you can probably tell.
That's great. Well, thank you for joining us for this episode of Bombshell of the Month. Join us next month, June, for our interview with Rosalind Friday. And until next time...
This program is written for boys and girls, yes, and for mother and dad, too. For everyone who's young in spirit. And you want all your friends to enjoy it, too. So be sure and tell them to listen in every day.
Hello, welcome to...